What's up, guys? Coach Justin, Coach Ash, bringing it back to you at the gym like we did when we started this entire quarantine. By the time you're watching this video, we are 1 week away from opening our doors, and there aren't two people in the world more excited than the two people standing in front of you right now. Can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be awesome. We're working on kind of policies and procedures, and we'll update you as we go. But this video is not about that. This video is about Memorial Day MURPH. So Memorial Day is on Monday, celebrated on Monday, and every year the port celebrates Memorial Day by doing one of the hardest bodyweight workouts there is. It's called MURPH, after Lieutenant Michael Murphy, who sacrificed his life for the freedoms of this country. It is, every year, it is a mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, followed by a mile run. If you have a weighted vest, Michael Murphy used to do it in a weighted vest in the desert at 110 degrees, so think about that. But I said when I introduced it, that's how it used to look. And the point of this video is to try to talk to you guys about how to approach MURPH this year. So Ashley wrote up 3 versions that she's going to go through, and then we're going to kind of wrap it up and kind of give you guys a little bit of a spin on how I want you guys to think about it before you just jump right in.
All right, so there's all sorts of ways that you can do MURPH. If you Google it, there's like 37 different ways that you can split it up into 10 rounds, 20 rounds, 30 rounds, whatever you want to do. But like Justin said, that's kind of like the RX work that needs to be done, but there's lots of ways that you can kind of attack it. So if doing it straight through like that, which is definitely the most difficult version, then maybe think about splitting it up into rounds. So one version of that is you can do 20 rounds of Cindy, either sandwiched by a run, or you can include your run kind of in your round. So on that example, it's 20 rounds of a 160-meter run, and then 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. So Cindy, a very familiar workout for us. And then another way that you can kind of change it, scale it back a little bit, is by simply doing a half MURPH. Justin's going to talk a little bit about that, but a half MURPH is going to be equally as difficult, just enough work. But if you want to kind of attack it that way, then that's a great option too. That one would be an 800-meter run on either end, and then 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, and 150 squats. But even this one, you can break down a little bit more as well. So you can turn that into rounds of Cindy too, just to make it more manageable for you. And then Ty and I made a pull-up video quite a few weeks ago now, but we went over all sorts of pull-up options. So if you are interested in getting some kind of pull wherever you are at home but you don't have a pull-up bar, then go check out that video. We give you all sorts of stuff that you can do, whether you have a band or just a backpack or maybe like a shovel handle. But we give you all sorts of stuff, so check that out.
Or that fantastic towel.
Or the towel in the
Ty had the thickest towel of all time.
But if pull-ups aren't really in your options too, then you can always do some sit-ups. So change your 100 pull-ups just to 100 sit-ups and then carry on with the rest.
I think it's also important to understand that it is a pull. So, any kind of pulling, regardless of whether you think it's too easy of a scale, is what we're looking for the stimulus. So we had a couple of options where you could do dumbbell swings, 100 dumbbell swings, which is really working on that lat engagement. If you have a band at home, you can simply do lat pulls with the band or banded rows. I had a couple people text me today. They did MURPH a little bit early. They did it today because it is gorgeous out. They did dumbbell high pulls or bent over rows. Those are all really, really good options. But kind of piggybacking on that idea, this year, the idea is not to go out and crush yourself and do a complete MURPH and walk away and be proud because you did a complete MURPH, but rather find pride in whatever work you can do safely. So for me this year, that does not mean doing a full MURPH. I have not been doing kipping pull-ups. So for me to jump on a pull-up bar and do 100 kipping pull-ups, the pull wouldn't really hurt my shoulder, but all those kip swings would really, really take a toll. So for me, kind of my pride and my ego kind of situation, ego has to take a back seat and I have to be proud of what I can accomplish. So for me, I'm actually going to cut the pull-ups in half and I'm going to do strict pull-ups instead of kipping pull-ups. So this year, we really want you to find work that you can be proud of. I recommend a half MURPH. I think it is fantastic. I think a half MURPH is a workout that it is a perfect amount of work. There isn't a tremendous amount of volume, so the next couple of days you're not really sore, but you really should be proud of all that work. I mean, that is a tremendous amount of body weight movement. And Ashley said this one here, the rounds of Cindy, what I really like about the rounds of Cindy is it gives your different body parts breaks. So I've seen this done a couple of different ways. So we did a mile run, we did 20 rounds of Cindy, we did a mile run. I've also seen people do 3 or 4 rounds of Cindy and then go for a 400-meter run, so they're accumulating the runs over the course of Cindy. But you could also apply this to a half MURPH. So you could do, instead of, I think is it 20 rounds of Cindy for a full MURPH, you could do 10 rounds and complete a half MURPH. You could run a mile if you feel good running. At the beginning, you can run a mile at the end, but the goal is find work that you're proud of accomplishing without trashing your body. We're proud of you for doing it at your house, at my house, at Ashley's house, wherever you're going to do it. We're proud of you for either logging into Zoom or logging your scores into Wodify, so keep that in mind when you go to attack this one. We can't wait. I'm having a few people over at my house to do it. I'm going to log in at 9 a.m. I'm going to get you guys warmed up. We'll play the national anthem. We're going to keep it as normal as we possibly can, given the situation. The 1 week left of the situation. I know Ashley's going to do it. I'm going to do whatever I can. I can't wait to see you there.
See you at 9 and next week.
Next week.